Well, we are under a first alert weather alert day again today and through tomorrow because we're expecting extremely gusty winds. They're going to reassert themselves later tonight into the evening hours and overnight and then on into tomorrow, which is going to be the windiest day we've seen in a while. Now, yesterday we clocked some gusty winds in the afternoon up around 60 miles per hour, but that was the result of a thunderstorm. They were pretty isolated. These winds are going to be much more widespread. And we are going to be tracking westerly winds 25 to 35 miles per hour, but gusting up to close to 60. So that's going to be extremely powerful winds, blowing sand and dust, knocking down our visibility, the potential for power outages because of downed trees or power poles. Palm trees are susceptible to these kinds of gusty winds. That storm system of yesterday moving out, but yet late yesterday afternoon, around 3:30, there was a little thunderstorm that popped up. There were a few scattered showers that slid down. And one just off to the east of the valley got so strong that it was producing winds up around 60 to 70 miles per hour. That prompted the first alert weather alert for yesterday afternoon. That storm dissipated pretty quickly, but the winds have been sticking around. We're in the low 70s right now and some mid 70s. Pretty comfortable, and the wind's not terrible, but I showed you it's pretty gusty around the region. So we're looking at surface winds coming out of the high desert in the 25 mile per hour range. These are still northerly winds, but as we move into the evening tonight, those winds are going to shift and they're going to come onshore. So you can see that up around the Colorado River, we've got winds above 30 miles per hour. We're going to continue to see that north of the freeway. Here on the valley floor for the rest of today, 15 to 25 mile per hour winds. Not terrible, not all that disruptive, but as we move into tonight, in the overnight hours, these winds are going to start to climb to really strong gusty periods throughout tonight, tomorrow, and into tomorrow evening. Not really until Friday do we see these winds lay down to the point where they're a little more comfortable. So we got a low pressure exiting the region. We got another one knocking on the door, and it's going to come in following essentially the same pattern. It's going to zip in out of the Pacific Northwest, and then it's going to drop down along the eastern edge of the Sierras. We call these storms inside sliders because they slide down on the inside ridge of the mountains and then they cut over into the Four Corner states. But they also tend to produce gusty winds, and they can produce thunderstorms like we saw yesterday. So there's even a chance of some scattered showers tomorrow evening, I think late in the evening as that storm draws past us. Temperatures today dropping out of the 70s into the 60s, likely some upper 50s for overnight lows. Tomorrow, whole different story. Our temperature scheme, well, a lot cooler by about 10 degrees. We're going to be in the upper 60s, close to 70, but it will be very windy throughout the day. And again, the kinds of winds that create damage and cause real problems. So first alert weather alert extends through tonight into tomorrow with windy conditions. And right now, while it's a little quiet out there, those winds will really pick up in the evening hours. Again, a chance of some scattered showers tomorrow evening, more likely in the mountains. Temperatures in the 70s on Friday, calmer winds, and then we'll be in the low and mid 80s as we head into the weekend and next week. It's going to warm up nicely. Pool weather by the weekend. Jeff and Angela.
Look at that. Windy, but nice warm weather.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All the way.
Just got to get through these winds.
On Wall Street,